Hey, this is Troy with stayonthecourt.com. We are reviewing practice number 13. So again, this is just kind of a post-mortem. If you want to go see the planning session, you go back in the fifth grade basketball playlist and look for practice 13 preparation. All right, so we'll just take a look at what we had planned and what actually happened. So we were playing a team over the weekend that well, I'll just let you know, we did not end up winning, but we put up a valiant effort. I would say one of our top three players wasn't there, which was kind of a bummer. And I'll tell you a little bit more. We put in a bit of a wrinkle to our defense, which the kids got about 3/4 of it. Had they got the last quarter, I think we would have won the game. But I'll get into that here in a moment. So when we came into the practice, I was either going to do race car, which I've talked about before. Just encourages passing the ball up the court, up and over half court, and getting into the lane within 7 seconds of a possession. I ended up not doing that. My other option was to do this 3-man fast break drill, which we had done the previous practice. That went pretty well. I was missing 3 kids that practice, so we ended up just doing that, which just helps kids, kind of simulate getting a rebound, pitching the ball out to the outlet man, and then heading down the court, and the third person in the drill, gets the layup. But again, you can go check that out in the previous videos. Rebounding, we did a ton of rebounding the previous practice, and I really wanted to get to some rebounding. We did not. We ended up doing a short scrimmage with our A team, which probably was not the best use of time. We had 9 kids, and I just don't like having 4 kids sitting on the bench, not doing anything for periods of time. So I would probably turn down the scrimmage opportunity next time. All right, the big news is I wanted to modify our defense a little bit. We always play pretty conservative. I don't want the kids to extend past the 3-point line. Essentially we just play the standard. If you're a pass away, you're in deny. If you're 2 passes away, then you're in help. 3 passes away, obviously definitely in help. Cheating over a little more to help. So I wanted to tighten that up because I really wanted to stop the layups. The team we were playing this last weekend has a couple of good ball handlers that they were just setting simple screens, and the guy was heading to the basket. And he was good enough to, in transition, get all the way to the basket as well. And I wanted to help my kids be able to stop that. And so essentially it ended up being really a pack line defense. So, shiny object syndrome, I tell myself to just stick with the basics. But I really thought this would help in the situation, especially because part of that defense is allowing one of your players, the person guarding the ball, to go out and pressure. And I thought we could, bother their ball handler a little bit, and then have lots of guys ready for, help side protection of the basket. So we only did it for one practice. And again, if you ever want any of these drills, I've got library after library of drills, and got them tagged with links out to the actual drills and write-ups. Certainly let me know at troy.wallace@stayonthecourt.com, or get on the email list at stayonthecourt.com. There's a button there right at the top of the homepage. So I didn't really make up a story, but I told them about the movie about the Spartans called 300. And, I put together the whole story of how they were protecting a passageway that equates to our basket, and even told them about how they, build up a shield wall. And once they put the shield wall up, they will surprise somebody with, I tried to make this non-gory, but, tried to tell them that, then they would do a little attack, or the spear would come out, or, they would attack with their swords and then come back into the shield wall. So the kids always love stories, so that went over reasonably well. And then we did I think we spent probably 30 to 45 minutes. So we went one-on-one, where we just did kids going one-on-one against each other, trying to simulate what it's like to be an on-ball defender. Then we went to the 2-on-2, which we just quickly showed, one pass away, getting the help. Pass comes back to your player. You got to what we call sprint and sit. Sprint out to your player, sit and get in guarding position. And I'm going to give some credit to savvy coach. I think his name is Tyler Colston. Tyler Costin. Anyways, he showed up my YouTube feed, and I think largely he seems to have pretty good stuff, and that's one of the terms that he uses. So I like that. So we went progression 2-on-2 to 3-on-3, and then to 5-on-5, where we let the kids play, our 5-out offense, and the other team had to. I thought it had a link to the YouTube video. It had this 5-on-5 switch, but maybe somewhere else. So largely the kids got it. For the most part, especially during the game, they were doing that. We did not give up a lot of layups. I think we frustrated the other team. Matter of fact, we even started out on a 6-0 run to begin the game. And, we play our kids even time. So, obviously you've got some groups, have better ability to score than others, and that caught up with us a little bit. But ultimately, the kids got the pack line, and they were doing a really good job on help side defense. Where we failed a little bit is that sprint and sit. So my kids tend to have some problems identifying who they're supposed to be guarding, and that happened a couple times. So even though we had good help side, we were definitely giving up 15-foot jumpers, which didn't hurt us too much. They hit a couple of them, but then one of their better kids, I didn't notice that for my scout, because he didn't shoot because he was just shooting layups against the other team, ended up hitting 2 or 3 3-pointers, which I was not expecting. But we were not getting anybody out to harass him. So we'll work on that next week, because I think overall the defense worked, and I think the kids liked it. All right, so moving on, I don't think we really did much around the pivot drills. We wanted to get back to rebounding, but we really did not. Because we agreed to scrimmage the A team, there was a lot of things I wanted to get through quickly. So we went through the sideline out of bounds plays or baseline out of bounds plays real quickly. And then we did just a little bit of press break, and that came back to bite us a little bit, because the team did press us a little bit, and we panicked and probably gave up at least 4 points. So that's another thing we need to concentrate on. So that was it. Again, I would say the big takeaway is that we want that this pack line defense, I think, was successful. I don't think we need to play that against everybody, but it's definitely something that teams that we have better ball handlers, it's definitely something that if we can correct the on-ball defender getting out to sprint out and close out on their player, I think they can be a good defense for us. So anyways, that's it. Again, stayonthecourt.com. You can subscribe there, or certainly hit me up on email. And I'm happy to share any of these resources that I'm using on these videos. All right, that's it. We'll talk to you later.